Hello, 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 everybody. I just wrapped up the Hunter Boots challenge that we did at the end of last month, where if you sold $500 during the last week of October, you got entered into a drawing for a pair of Hunter Boots. And I want to congratulate our winner, Megan. I have no idea how to say your last name, Megan, but congratulations. I am super excited for you. Just send me a message when you see that you're the winner, and we'll figure out color and size and all of that. I was super surprised by, well, not really that surprised. I think I was just more happy to see how excited everybody was about that challenge. Lots of people, and I do want to thank you for your patience while I tallied up the entries and chose a winner. I like to do that in a really fair and honest way, and so it takes me a while. And I did this challenge in two of my downline groups that are branched from us, and so I knew I needed to have a big chunk of time to be able to sit down and do that correctly for all three of those groups. So I'm actually buying 3 pairs of Hunter Boots this month, which is really exciting and fun. But it was really fun to see how excited that you guys were, and lots of people saying like, these have been on my wish list forever, or I'll fight you for these boots, or I really want a pair of these boots. And it just made me think like, gosh, I wish I could buy every single one of you a pair of Hunter Boots. I don't think I can do that though. But what we could do is every single one of you buy yourselves a pair of Hunter Boots. And so I just kind of wanted to, I would start thinking about that, and I was like, I just need to pop on and talk to them about this. It's November. It's typically the biggest month of the year. Now, this has been a weird year. We're all aware of that. I'm not sure that this is going to end up being our biggest month of the year. I really hope it is, and I really want it to be. And for it to be our team's biggest month of the year, it needs to be the biggest month of the year for you guys. When everybody has a great month, then together as a team, we have a great month. And so I want to talk to you guys about that. This is typically the biggest month of the year. There's no reason it can't be the biggest month of the year. It's only, is it the 8th today? I think it's the 8th. We have, 2/3 of the month still ahead of us at least. And that doesn't even factor in, I know there's a big holiday coming up. But, it's a holiday that's typically the next day is a big shopping day. And I think we're going to see that being a bigger cyber event than ever before this year because of all of the restrictions with going out to shop. So I want to talk to you about setting a big goal for this month. I know it's already the 8th. Maybe you feel like, oh, well, I set goals for the month, at the beginning of the month or before the month ends. I want to push you guys a little bit right now. Whatever your goal, if you had already set a goal for the month, why don't you make it a little bit higher? If you hadn't set a goal yet, why don't you think about like, okay, here's what I want my goal to be. That would be a great month for me. And then raise the bar a little bit. Maybe double that goal. It's November. It's totally possible to do huge things. If your goal doesn't scare you a little bit, it's not a good enough goal. Especially like, I know all of the different colors see goals a little bit differently. Oranges love to set big scary goals. They like to tell everybody about it, and they like to shoot for that and hit that. Golds tend to keep it inside and not tell anybody about their big goals. However you like to set your goals, that's okay. But double your goal, okay? Now, how are you going to get there? How you're like, Heather, you're crazy. It's the 8th. I can't double my goal and realistically get there. Here's how you get there. You squeeze every last drop of everything out of every opportunity that you're presented this month. I saw so many comments as I was telling your Hunter Boot entries about, hey, it was going to be close for me, but I like hustled really hard on the follow-up and I made it there. That's how you get there. I think sometimes it's just human nature, you guys. We're all tempted to look at the low-hanging fruit and be like, hey, I'm going to do the party. I'm going to take the sales that I get. I'll talk to the people who seem interested in booking. I'll talk to the people who seem interested in, joining. Where the difference between the people who like rock this out and the people who just do this, okay, is that the people who rock this out squeeze every last book and book sale and party and recruit out of the opportunities that they're presented. They let nothing go. I was just talking to a friend last night who was telling me about a team member that she'd recently recruited who was somebody that she'd wanted to have on her team for a long time. And the amount of, like, she told me just kind of the history of their relationship and the pitches that she had done and the wish list that she had made and the times that, this person hadn't ordered and all of this stuff and all of the no's. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, man, most people would have given up on that girl. But this girl never gave up, and that person joined her team. And it's just such a testimony to, like, the persistence pays off. So, when you're in those parties, talk to every single person that you can talk to. Send messages. Make sure you're making wish lists for people. Reach out about booking after they've ordered. Talk to everybody and bring it up again. Just make the most of every opportunity. Don't settle for the low-hanging fruit. Never settle. Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the importance of rewarding yourself. So many of you want these boots. So many of you are willing to set big goals. You're willing to hustle for big goals. Are you willing to reward yourself when you get there? I have watched people say that they're going to reward themselves and then not do that. And I think it's demotivating for you when you don't reward yourself. So why not get yourself a pair of hunter boots? You deserve a pair of hunter boots, girl. I know they're $100, but you will have them for years. And let's say you were going to do 8 parties this month. And let's say, this is going to be hard math. Let's say they're all $500 parties. That's probably not going to happen. 8 times 5. I can't do this. Is that $4,000? Is that right? I don't know. Let's say you were going to do 10 parties this month. Let's do that. 10 times $500 parties. Yeah, that's $5,000 in parties. That's a very good month. And some of you are going to do that this month and you're not going to reward yourself at all. You're going to take your paycheck, you're going to put it in your joint checking account, you're going to buy groceries for your family, you're going to buy, whatever, buy new tires for your car, something boring like that. And you're not even going to take a tiny little percentage of that to reward yourself. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to set a big goal. I want you to freaking crush by squeezing every last opportunity for everything that it's worth this month. And then I want you to reward yourself. And when you reward yourself, I want you to post about it on social media, okay? A lot of times we work toward these goals and we wait until our upline shouts us out for something official and really big, promoting, earning a trip. Those kind of things get us shout outs from our upline on our social media. Here's the problem with that. Those things are very few and far between for most people. Some of you are getting shout outs all the time because you're just crushing things left and right and promoting and earning all the things, earning the legacy awards and you know what I mean? They're those people who are just constantly getting shout outs. Those shout outs, when your upline posts on your page, yes, it's important, it's validating. Those shout outs are only usually getting seen by people who are either like your best friend who's just like constantly getting your stuff, or mutual friends of both of you. So a lot of times it's other UBAM people. You don't need them to see that. You know what's super helpful is when you humbly brag about the things that you have earned or done. And everyone that normally sees your post sees those. So it's not just your best friend. It's not just people who you have mutual friends with, but it's going to be everybody. And those posts, even the people who don't like them, don't comment on them, who you think like, oh, well, maybe she thinks I'm dumb, they're watching. And they're going, I know how much a pair of hunter boots cost. I've always wanted a pair of hunter boots. She's got herself a pair of hunter boots just for working in November, and she was also able to pay off her car payment and her more electricity bill and her, maybe even her mortgage. Like, that's crazy. Maybe I should think about doing this. And the next time, maybe she won't reach out to you. Maybe she won't be brave enough to reach out to you. But the next time you reach out to her, because you remember you're making the most of every opportunity, she's going to go, yeah, I remember when you got those hunter boots and I am interested. So yes, you deserve them, but it's also a little bit of an investment back in your business. When you are able to say to people, hey, I had an awesome November. Thank you so much for helping me make this my best month ever. I was able to, I think it's kind of tacky to be like, I made $1,000 this month. But I think it's totally fine. It's not even just totally fine, but it's like inspiring to people when you say, hey, I was able to pay off my car payment and I was able to pay my electricity bill, and there was enough left over to buy myself this pair of boots. You know what I mean? And you take a cute picture of your feet in the leaves or in the snow, and you put a little filter on that, and you just like share. So I want you to wrap it up. Set your big goal. If you already have your big goal set, double it. Set a goal that scares you. Set a goal that is beyond what you were planning to do this month, because that beyond is what's going to justify you to get you a pair of them hunter boots, okay? Squeeze every opportunity. Show up. Put your whole heart into every party. Put your whole heart into every conversation. Dig deep. Stay up a little late. Get into those really deep conversations with people. The magic often happens in the middle of the night when you're chit-chatting with people after the party, okay? So be willing to just invest a little bit more and go a little bit further. And then when you do that, I want you to reward yourself and I want you to share about it. Okay, so we're going to have another little hunter boots challenge this month. I'm not buying anybody else any more boots. You're going to buy you some boots, and I'm going to take a picture of myself with my hunter boots. I'm going to put it up, and I want you to comment on it. I probably won't do that till the end of the month because I need a new pair of hunter boots. I actually just sold my old ones because I did this whole color analysis thing, and they were the wrong color for me, so now I need a different pair. So I sold those, and you guys, I'll tell you, I'm buying my hunter boots on Poshmark. It's like a place where you can buy used clothing. It's like an online thrift store basically. And you can find them a little bit cheaper on there. So maybe you can't afford to spend $100. I can't afford it, but I'm a cheapo. And I like to sell and buy and get a better deal. It makes me happy. And so, maybe you can't, but you could find a pair in your size that you would enjoy having for $50 on Poshmark. So anyway, that's an aside. I'm going to put up a picture of my hunter boots. And if you buy them, and it doesn't have to be hunter boots. If hunter boots are not your thing, you don't care, and you live in California or Florida, and you're like, when am I going to wear a pair of hunter boots? Or Arizona, like Kate, she might be like, my feet would be very sweaty in those. Figure out what it is that you are going to treat yourself with, and then I want to see whatever it is, okay? Don't wait for somebody to reward you for doing the hard work. It's okay to reward yourself. All right, that's all I had to say today. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.